Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Shekinah, aka the Purpose Therapist, and we're coming at you with another episode of the Stress Free series. Today, we're talking all about anxiety and our heart health. Whether we realize it or not, really anxious fight or flight responses, they can start to have all types of impact on our heart. So, we want to make sure that we're managing these symptoms, recognizing these symptoms, and using our coping skills to navigate what to do with them when they show up. So, today is all about that. So, get your pen, paper together, relax, and let's get started. So you might be thinking, okay, what's the conversation about anxiety? Why anxiety? Well, just to let you guys know, anxiety disorders affect approximately 40 million adults in the United States, making it one of the most common mental health disorders in the country. So that means a whole bunch of us are dealing with this, whether we realize it or not. And when we're thinking about the overall effects, the long-term effects that anxiety might have on us, and how those different symptoms might show up, things like heart racing, palms being sweaty, our overactive mind, having obsessive thoughts, all these things, how they can interrupt a person's day to day. We can't possibly pass by how it can be in fact impacting our overall heart health. So when we're talking about developing understanding of what we can do to continue to help and maintain our healthy heart, we gotta identify anxiety and what role it might be playing in impacting our heart health. So today, again, that's what this is all about: understanding what it is that's impacting 40 million Americans and how we can make sure that we navigate a better way of transforming ourselves and working through those different anxious situations. So once again, like I said, get your paper, get your pen, because here are 5 tips to help you recognize when you're experiencing anxiety and how to show up for yourself when you do. And it's not just for you, it's for everybody around you. Being able to be knowledgeable about these things to help you support and encourage people that are closest to you. So let's go ahead and get started. Step 1 is recognizing the signs. You've got to recognize the signs. You know yourself better than anybody, right? And identifying symptoms of anxiety is the first step towards managing it effectively. Some of the common signs of anxiety include rapid heartbeat, sweaty palms, shortness of breath, and racing thoughts. And when I think about racing thoughts, or when I'm speaking on racing thoughts, I mean like the things that you can't control, jumping from one topic to the other, this ongoing radio that's playing in your head, kind of like almost intrusive in a way, keeping you from being able to be present and focus on what's happening right now. Understanding these physical and psychological indicators can help you recognize when you're experiencing anxiety and take steps to manage it. But previously, when we've had other stress-free series, we talked about things like stop, check, and reflect, mindfulness activities, taking deep breaths. All of these things help us to manage anxiety. Now, when we're talking about our heart health, you want to make sure that you're making sure that you're regulating your heart rate, monitoring your heart rate, having something as simple as like a watch or something like that to check your pulse over certain times when you start to feel yourself hyperventilating or gasping for air. You want to separate yourself from whatever the trigger might be, whether it be an overstimulating conversation or you might have overexerted yourself while at the gym, anything like that. Separate yourself for a second, give yourself a break, and start to monitor your heart rate and calm yourself down. Something as simple as laying your hands physically on your chest, breathing in and releasing it out slowly can help you start to regulate your breathing. And over time, once you start to recognize that that's what you're doing, you'll start to identify some of those triggers, and we can get to a better way of identifying overall where these symptoms might be coming from or what's showing up. So when we're recognizing the signs, that's the first part. Like, these are symptoms, right? Symptoms are a result of some type of trigger. So you got to identify too where these different things are coming from and what it is that's leading me to this place of being overwhelmed, hyperventilating, not being able to breathe properly, all of those things. You got to make sure that you're taking the time to identify that as well. Another way to understand anxiety and its impact on our heart health is making sure that we're taking the time to exercise regularly. Regular exercise is a great way to manage anxiety and to improve our heart health. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters and can help reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. Additionally, regular exercise can improve cardiovascular health, lower blood pressure, and reduce the risk of heart disease. So again, guys, this is something that we already know. We talk about it all the time: exercise, exercise, exercise. But now you see motivation outside of just the physical gains or the physical improvements that you'll get. Okay, we understand that you might want to lose a couple pounds for the summer or whatever the case. But in addition to that, be mindful of your heart health. Be mindful of the endorphins that are getting released, the mood boosters that are happening, the opportunity for you to manage your heart health in this way. Okay, implementing exercise regularly can really help us, especially when we've got hikes outside, walks outside. Getting some of that vitamin D into can really help to manage and improve our mood, and improve our anxiety, and manage our depression, and overall improve our heart health. So again, another thing to do is exercise regularly. Did you get that? Exercise regularly. Now, I mentioned this tip a little bit earlier, but we're going to bring it back again. All right, practicing relaxation techniques can help us manage our anxiety and overall help us maintain a healthy heart. Okay, relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and yoga can be effective ways to reduce anxiety. When practiced regularly, these techniques can help you manage stress and improve your overall sense of well-being. Additionally, studies have shown that relaxation techniques can reduce blood pressure, which is beneficial for heart health. Again, that deep breathing exercise, putting our hands on our heart, coming in really deeply, relaxing fully, or exhaling fully. These things will help us to manage that. You can repeat that 4 times throughout the day when you start to feel yourself being a little overwhelmed, or even, in the rush of the day when you first get to your desk in the morning. Practice those deep breathing exercises 4 times, or even at the end of the day when you're relaxing and you finally got the day done, the kids are settled, you're at the end of the day ready to relax and rest. You can do those deep breathing exercises to get your body to decompress and prepare for that time. And if you ever find yourself being overwhelmed, or something might be over exciting to you, you might be feeling a little overstimulated, you're seeing some of the symptoms we talked about earlier, getting the opportunity to deep breathe, relaxation, yoga. There's all types of YouTube videos that have different yoga techniques and yoga meditations. There's guided meditations on there in case you can't do the yoga portion of it, but giving yourself the opportunity to decompress can help us manage those symptoms of anxiety and overall manage the impact that it has overall on our heart health. Okay, guys, so one of my favorite things to do is get some good sleep. And whether we realize it or not, it plays a very huge part in how anxiety impacts us over time. So getting enough sleep is essential for managing anxiety and promoting heart health. Lack of sleep can lead to increased levels of stress hormones, which can trigger anxiety, negatively impact our heart health. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Okay, guys? 7 to 9 hours. You want to do that, and then also establish a consistent sleep routine to promote better sleep quality. So you might be asking, what is sleep? What is a sleep routine? What does that look like? What do I need to do to manage my sleep in that way? Well, you want to prepare your body and your mind for sleep. So what that can look like is something as simple as turning off the lights before you get ready to go to bed, or taking a long bath before sleep to really decompress and relax your body, lighting a candle, reading a book, putting away all screens like your cell phone, turning off TVs, all those things. This helps your mind prepare itself for going to sleep, and this helps your body preparing itself for go to sleep. And the more consistently you do this, the more your body gets the routine, says, okay, now it's time to go to sleep. So it rests in a more smooth transition. You go into sleep in a more smooth transition because you've done something to prepare yourself for that time of sleep. So again, that can look like whatever it is it works for you. Even if you work overnight, that could be when you first get home, you taking your shower, you're establishing what you want to, how you're going to sleep, where you're going to sleep. Is there a favorite, maybe guided meditation you listen to before bed, or sleep meditation you listen to while you're sleeping? Is there stretches that you do before bed? Whatever it is that you like to do before you get ready to go to sleep, you do that on a consistent basis, develop that sleep routine, and then it prepares your body for sleep. Okay, so that's one of the most important things you want to do when you're talking about trying to get some good rest. Good rest is prepare your body for sleep first. And lastly, the most important thing of it all, if you find yourself really having issues with anxiety, having the intrusive thoughts, feeling yourself being overwhelmed, sweaty palms, breathing heavily, responding to certain things as far as your thought process, feeling like racing thoughts, if you find that you're continuously doing this or continuously having these experiences, seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to professionals, see what we can do on a more consistent basis to help you manage what you're experiencing. If anxiety is impacting your everyday life, every single day, consider seeking professional help from a therapist or healthcare provider. They can help you develop coping strategies and provide support for managing anxiety. Additionally, if you have an existing heart condition, it's important to work with the healthcare provider to develop a plan for managing anxiety and protecting your heart health. We don't want to be in situations where it's catching us off guard. We don't want to be in a situation where life starts to happen and we want to try to reach around and find somebody. Partner yourself with a mental health professional today, right? Partner yourself with a mental health professional right now so that when the future comes and something else happens, you'll already have somebody in place, set in stone, ready to go to make sure that you get the support that you need. And so when you're able to partner with someone already, you're learning self-care routines, you're learning different stress management techniques, coping skills in a more detailed way than this so that you'll be able to have what you need when those different situations arise. And we're not being reactive, we're being proactive to those potentially stressful situations, okay? So again, please, there's nothing wrong with seeking professional help if you find yourself being really bogged down by anxiety. You want to get the support and the extra help that you need in that way, okay? Again, this was Shekinah, aka the Purpose Therapist, with another episode of the Stress Free series. I hope you enjoy a conversation around anxiety and how it impacts our heart health. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.